Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And to be honest with you, today is actually one of those days that you just have to watch. I think I'm going to be doing another live stream within a couple of hours because, well, the inflation numbers are going to be coming out, let's see here real quick, right around 8 p.m. later tonight, so within a couple of hours. I'm just checking it out over on my little screen here. You guys can't properly see it. Now you can see it just a little bit. In 6 hours from me recording this video, the FOMC meeting is going to take place, and we're going to get ourselves the interest rate numbers in the US. It's going to be extremely important. Everybody's got to watch it because it's going to drastically change all of crypto in just a snap like that. Usually, these things are so decisive for all the crypto prices and stock market prices that you just have to be there. So tune in about 6 hours to my live stream. I'll make sure that I put a little banner on it over on YouTube so you guys can all tune in. It's going to be important. Having said that today, well, I have so much stuff to talk about. Honestly, I'm not so sure where to start. I have a video coming up about VeChain, about Cardano, about HBAR. There's just literally too much stuff going on. But I decided to talk a little bit more about things that really matter. And as you guys probably know, as of this point, things that really matter are crypto freaking gains. And right now, XRP is up like juicily much. It's actually one of the only cryptos in the top here that's up at all. But then from a 24-hour perspective, it is the best performing coin out of the whole top 100. And that's something you don't see every day, or do you? Because the last week or so, XRP has been at the top of the top. And as you guys know, I talk on my channel a lot about XRP. And all of a sudden, this week specifically, I've seen a lot of the YouTubers that normally don't talk about XRP at all, or usually call it out for being kind of garbage or something like that, switch their mind. And that, guys, is funny. If you guys are an XRP holder, you guys are XRP holders, make sure you press that like button on this video. And let's talk about some news, right? I have so much stuff to talk about. It is actually absolutely wild. So I think in this video, I'm going to mix a couple of things together, talk about XRP and, well, you can see this type of stuff, right? Colorado accepting crypto payments for state taxes. This type of stuff I think most people also need to hear about. And since my list here was kind of like, guys, I have like 40 articles open, I think we're going to just mix it up a little bit with all important crypto news pieces. So just sit around, sit tight, and enjoy the show. I will not be including too much Terra Luna stuff because a lot of you guys have noticed, or at least told me, that it's so bad you don't want to hear about it. But if you guys want another video on Luna/Luna Classic, let me know down below as well. First of all, Ripple's been in a pretty interesting position. Brad Garlinghouse recently posted, "An absolute pleasure to welcome you to our offices, Commissioner Carolyn Pham, Public-Private Engagement." You can see here DC, NY, or New York City, empowering the public and access to government. CFTC Commissioner, lifelong learner, tweets are my own and not endorsement. Now, she is working at the CFTC as far as I know, right? And she actually visited Ripple to mostly talk and kind of discuss exactly what's going on. John Dean is also quick to the party to say, "On behalf of 73,000 holders of the digital asset commodity XRP, we say thank you, Commissioner, for taking an interest in learning about the many different types of digital commodities." And that's actually a really interesting stance. As you guys probably know, the XP price is doing well because people are speculating that Ripple is going to win this lawsuit because so many things are just shady. But it's also to a certain degree because the SEC has just not been going for the right policy. They've going for this regulatory enforcement instead of just learning about the technology and finding out proper rules. We've seen Gary Gensler, I believe, say that he thinks it might take another decade or so to properly regulate blockchain. But we've also got Brian Armstrong over at Coinbase, who said, "One of the strongest policy arguments for crypto is that it's a national security issue. The US missed on semiconductors and 5G, which is now largely manufactured offshore. It can't afford to have crypto go offshore as well. Same for every country, by the way. Regulation by enforcement has a terrible chilling effect. And rhetoric matters, we've already seen a huge amount of crypto talent, asset issuers, and startups go offshore. Coinbase is a global company, but we're based right here in the USA and will fight to make sure crypto succeeds here for everyone. It's too important to America and the free world." Now, obviously, I looked at this and was like, wait a minute, something right. If Brian Armstrong, CEO at Coinbase, says they're going to fight for crypto in the US, they're doing a pretty shitty job. I'm not sure how else to explain this to you. They're doing a really bad job. Mostly because they first got rid of the crypto that was leading the fight, and then eventually one of their insiders You know, inside traders got into trouble and they're not really helping him out too much as of this point either. At least it doesn't look like that. They're kind of uncertain about whether or not to delist all crypto, it seems like. But I can definitely not say they've been the best in trying to help out. I've also not seen them support Librarian in any way, shape, or form. So, besides from them being hypocritical, the point still stands, you know? This regulation by enforcement is not right, which is obviously why most likely many more YouTubers are starting to hop on the XRP train, and that's most likely why we're also seeing a lot of big transfers of XRP coming along. I think a lot of whales are buying, and the fact that XRP in these uncertain times is actually up the most out of the entire crypto market right here over on the last week. Actually, you can see here, the number doesn't even update, but it's up the most in the top 100 over the last week, when other coins like Bitcoin were not doing so well and Ethereum was being pooped on its head and Ethereum Classic is being pooped on its head. It's literally doing the opposite of what Ethereum has been doing, and that to me is very interesting to watch. Want to quickly make one thing clear as well, guys. There's no such thing as too good to be true events. I'm not so sure how to phrase that properly. Let me just say it like this. Be careful around the crypto space. Many people are trying to take your money and they will succeed if you're not careful. There are most likely going to be many attempts of people trying to steal your money, trying to steal your loot. And I'll just say be vigilant, you know, keep watching out. Ads can be faked, ads can be hacked. But most importantly, if somebody asks you to send them money, they'll send it back to you. Yeah, ignore that. Little side note, I just noticed I could do this. And also this. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, should I just record my videos like this from now on? That would be awesome. As you guys also know by now, Ripple and the SEC have both concluded that they want to go for some sort of swift judgment, which I'll talk about a little bit more later in another video. Okay, I've now found a beauty filter. Does that change anything? Not too sure. Guys, I'm having way too much fun. I just found out that I could do a lot of different things. Beauty filter. Why does it not do anything? What is this? Oh, I guess I'm already there. I'm having way too much fun. Guys, I should just stop recording and just go have fun like with this on my own. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, no more distractions. So we already talked about them wanting to go for some sort of swift judgment in the XRP lawsuit. We then discussed, I think it was a little while ago, that it's most likely that they're going for some sort of settlement behind closed doors. It just makes a lot of sense, though. These whales are starting to buy and the price is going so ridiculously well. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for nothing to be discussed in the background, guys. I can't fathom that. Having said that, and that's also another very important thing to kind of put there, there have been quite a lot of lawsuit updates over the last couple of days as well. James Fillon, obviously our GOAT, has been going crazy over on Twitter, sharing all the different new pieces. One of the ones is right here. Stuart Alroti over at Ripple says Gensler can't self-appoint himself as the cop on the beat for crypto and criticizes outright regulatory hostility through regulation by enforcement in the US. You can see him talking about this a little while ago, a couple days ago, I think 2 days ago. Oh no, actually this was yesterday. It's a 2-minute 20 video. I'm going to talk about it a little bit later because it's actually a little bit more of a story I have to attach. But let me quickly go over the last couple of pieces that came out. This is the most important one. Ripple defendants object to SEC suggestions that the SEC will seek additional time or pages if other amici curiae submit briefs. This is yet another transparent attempt to further delay resolution of this case, and the court should reject it. Are you guys seeing the fun part? SEC and Ripple each seek ruling in long-running unregistered security case. They're asking for swift judgment, and then afterwards the SEC is kind of noticing again that the SEC is kind of garbage. The SEC will seek additional time or pages if other amici curiae submit briefs. This is saying, hey, if other friends of the court are coming in, which we've seen, right? Digital Chamber is trying to kind of hop in. John Dean is there, and there's another one. Then SEC wants to kind of write more things, delay everything out further. We're not happy with all that. Also, I was looking at the XRP to Bitcoin chart and went, oh. Because honestly, it's pretty crazy in the way in which it's moving right now, you know? We're seeing an absolute parabolic rise over in this chart. It's up 40% over the last week or so versus Bitcoin. Is it decoupling? I don't necessarily want to say that, but if you look at it, from June all the way till right here, until about last week, it hasn't really moved a single inch, right? It's been hovering around this 0.1561 line. You can see it right there. It's been moving along that line for months and months and months. And all of a sudden, we see some crazy surge to levels we've not seen for a very significant while. Literally, the level we've hit yesterday is a level we've not seen last until October of last year. So we're seeing some very, very staggering XRP versus Bitcoin movement, and I'm loving it, guys. I am loving this. Even just for fun's sake, somewhere in the middle of June, all the way up to now. Let's see. It's actually gone up about 80% over the last 90 days or 100 days in terms of price versus Bitcoin. And that's a fun thing because I hold primarily XRP. So to me, my portfolio has just almost doubled versus Bitcoin over the last couple of months. It's actually really juicy to watch. It's really interesting and really, I guess, exciting for the times to come. But yeah, guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Got a couple of cool videos up and coming, but most likely we're just going to be talking about the FOMC meeting later today in our live stream. And I'll see you guys again in another one. Take care, everybody.